Gary, let's switch hats. One of the theories in his book is there were two tombs of Jesus, all right? And on top of that, he simply said the fact is when Jesus actually passed off the scene, well, you can tell the theory there, but come back to the fact that the ones that kept the movement going were Mary, the mother of Jesus, and the brother James. Now, and under his hypothesis, Jesus is dead. What did they have to keep it going? But talk about the two tombs and then how they kept it going.
Well, two tombs for Jesus. Jesus is buried in a tomb which is empty. The reason it's empty is because Mary and several other women take the body and rebury it. Not when there's nothing left but bones, but before that. And so the person who's responsible for the moving, Mary, is the person responsible for, along with her son James, the ones firing up the troops. So Mary knows he's not raised from the dead. They have this early message that's different. I think that's one of the one of the most problematic things in the whole Tabor book is that we have a movement started, we have a non-resurrection movement go back to Boltmann or farther. What's the New Testament? It's a resurrection book. Now, he's got another sense of two tombs here too. And I'll say that he mentions 6 or 8 tombs with the name ossuaries, with the name Jesus on it. It's very, very common. Secondly, 2 ossuaries with Jesus, son of Joseph. So common names, to say it's this Jesus. And by the way, even Tabor admits, no matter what research we do, we can say authentic ossuary, but we could never say same Jesus. Same point Craig made about same James. But the other sense of two tombs, he'll talk about this Talpiot family tomb outside Jerusalem, but he also, in a picture in the book, is standing on a hill, or kind of bent down on a hill in Galilee, and he says this is the hill identified by a 16th century Jewish mystic, is the place where Jesus is buried. He said, I know what you're thinking, this is really, really late, but this could be it. And I'm thinking, oh my, now we're kind of venturing from the factual side back into this kind of fantasy world where people can have visions of some sort in the 16th century, 1500s, and say, I think he's on that hill. And I just think he would have been doing himself a favor if he kept the photograph and those little comments out of the book. But unfortunately, it reveals a little bit about the thinking processes here, and I think there's a little bit too much of guesswork.